It's time for a special edition of Litter Media Live that we're going to be talking about a hiring event that our friends at McDonald's are having coming up on June 24th and 25th. And in studio with us today, we have a woman who runs HR. Speaking of Jana, Detty, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And you have brought along in uniform today because she's going to be working after this, I'm sure, too. Amanda Mustard, you're the newest manager at the Chillicothe Mall McDonald's.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First off, this was not mentioned in your hiring interview, was it, that you would have to do stuff like this?
No, not at all.
But you'll do fabulous. I know you will. This hiring event comes about because you're always looking for people. There's no question about that.
Always.
Right.
You employ, what, close to 700 people?
Close to 700 people right now, yes. Mm-hmm. And actually, this hiring event, we'd like to get about 20 per store. So we're looking probably to hire anywhere between 100 and 140 people right now.
It takes a lot of people to make sure we get the right food from McDonald's.
Right, yeah. Especially, because the flexibility of the scheduling and everything with, a lot of the teenagers that are in sports, they may only work a couple days a week. So, we try to accommodate that and make sure that, they can work a little bit, make a little extra money, and still play their sports and their activities and things they like to do. So,
yeah. And juggling schedules for a manager, I'm sure, is quite a chore.
Yes.
But it's something of love, right?
Oh, yeah. Everybody works with each other, and we figure it out.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been managing?
I have been a general manager for 2 years.
Okay.
I've worked with the McDonald's for 20 years.
Did you come in as a manager, or were you one of those that swept the floors and
I
everything?
started as a crew person.
Yeah.
Worked for crew for 5 years, and then promoted up to management. Mm-hmm. Just worked my way up the chain.
You gain quite an appreciation for it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think if some of your crew members know that, they give you a little more respect, and it's like, man, you've been in my shoes before.
Right, right.
Yeah. And for you, Jan, we're going back to the 1970s.
I will be celebrating my 49th year with Ron this year. July 2nd, I started in 1976.
Seems like yesterday, doesn't
Oh,
it?
I know, it does, yes.
You've gone from the bicentennial to the 250th birthday of America.
That's right.
Another reason we wanted to touch on this is because, of course, through the paper mill and its closure and pending closure and everything, there's going to be a lot of people looking for jobs.
Yeah.
And you certainly want to be there to help fill the gap. If it's not a long-time employment circumstance, at least for in the short term.
Right. It's just like, we're looking for some maintenance people right now. We're definitely looking for some managers right now. We'd like to put probably 4 or 5 managers on our schedule for the, coming up for the summer. So, so we have some opportunities, not just the lower level, but the upper level also into our management program.
Yeah, I know we've talked with Denver a lot there on North Bridge Street at the McDonald's there, and he is always busy doing something, and you need more people like that.
Yeah, Denver's definitely a good guy. He just finished a couple years ago. He wanted to finish his high school diploma, and so we have that that's available for anyone that would like to do that. They can go onto our website. Once they get hired, we have our Archways opportunity for college. This year, I think we had close to 19 college students apply for the Archways opportunities and actually got the money to help go to school, go to college. Leah Metler, little sweetheart from Western Avenue, she just finished her college education, and she did it without borrowing any money. She was able to get our Archways Opportunities scholarship and was able to finish her college education to go into nursing. So
We have been joking. She is such a wonderful spokesperson for McDonald's.
She is.
But she hasn't worked for McDonald's for a few months, at least.
Well,
because she's now a nurse.
yeah, she's nursing, but she told me the other day she might start working a couple days a week just because she misses everybody.
Oh, that's
so
good.
that's a good thing.
So the commercial will still be effective.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
Um,
but it's just like Amanda. Amanda just celebrated 20 years with us. That's a pretty much a milestone. She started, I think, when she was 2 also, but
so she didn't look much over 20.
And I think she just actually promoted a couple of crew people and went into management, and they're studying their management business courses right now with McDonald's. So, like I said, it's not just the lower level, but we're looking for some upper level management and also looking for some maintenance.
So when you take over as a general manager, how much different is the responsibility than it was when you were a crew member?
It's a lot different. I have to keep putting myself like, you're not a shift manager or you're not a crew person now. You got to delegate or pass it off or something. It's challenging, but I'm making it.
Sounds like you've found some people that you have faith in and you can trust.
Yes. Yeah. That's a big part of it.
And what do you look for?
Personality, willing to do anything you need them to do, wanting to learn. I mean, just a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. But the willing to learn is the big part.
Yeah. At what point in time did you decide, I want to make this a career?
I never thought I would still be at McDonald's, but I started in Florida, transferred up here after I graduated high school, and I was like, well, I know how to do it. I might as well just keep moving up. So I don't have to learn something else.
Up next, the Ray Kroc Award, right?
We can only hope.
This is really huge. And like we say, McDonald's, you've got 7 restaurants here.
Right.
You try and have about 100 employees at each one of those. That makes you a major employer here.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, we have close to 700 right now, and we're looking to hire probably 100 to 150. This is not only in our area, but even in Columbus, they're having, it's actually a statewide hiring event for McDonald's. And it's kind of funny, they come out with some statistics. 1 of every 8 person, how do you say that? Has actually worked for McDonald's, throughout the United States. And it's kind of hard to believe that, but it's probably true at some point. It's kind of a stepping stone to different, other different avenues. I look around, I know a lot of people that, used to work for me are now very successful business people. So it's kind of nice to see these people grow, and knew that their start came from McDonald's. So
I recall getting involved with the 4-H program, talking with them, and what we've learned is these kids, they know how to work because they have the responsibility for their projects and everything, and eventually that becomes ingrained in their system.
Yeah.
And they become pretty good hires.
Yeah.
And so I can see that being the same for the McDonald's employee.
And, the same thing with, a lot of the students in sports and they, they become team members, and it's nice because we hire, from all the different schools. So a lot of the kids are working for people, from Medina, from Zane Trace, from Union, and they get to know each other and they get that friendship going, which really makes it nice.
Yeah, they may be competitors on the field, but then when it comes to working together, they're
they're like
friends.
a team. Yeah, it's like teamwork.
Become family.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know there's a number of people that start their working careers at McDonald's, but they may go on to something else. But as we learned with the 50th anniversary, which there's a playlist of all those interviews on our YouTube channel, you go through and there are people that have been there 29, 30, 40, and almost yourself, 50 years
Yeah,
now.
50 years. Yep.
Incredible.
Yep, it is.
So the hiring event is June 24th and 25th. That's a Tuesday and Wednesday. What times are we talking?
9 to 5. So we're going to be there all day. Again, we hire at $15 an hour. And for management, we hire up to $20 an hour, depending on what level you might have if you've worked someplace else and, want a different career or whatever. We'd love to interview you. We'd love to see you come and work for us. And like I said, we're hoping to hire anywhere from 100 to 125 people.
I started my relationship with McDonald's when I was about 6 years old. That's been 50 plus years ago. And having said that, I know in getting involved with McDonald's, seeing the wonderful things that have happened through the McKids line of clothing and all that, and the other expansions from McDonald's, it's always cool to see what you're bringing new. And you told me just moments ago that there's something new coming in July.
We'll let Amanda tell you about that.
The snack wraps are coming back July 10th.
So this was a hit at one point in time, and they decided to kind of cool it off and then bring it back for more excitement.
Yep.
What can we expect with a snack wrap?
There's going to be ranch and spicy. And I'm excited because I love the snack wraps.
Now, was the snack wrap, was that a chicken product?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So our crispy chicken strips will be part of the snack wraps. So we just started the crispy chicken strips, about a month ago?
Yeah.
So that was all new. And then now we're going to transition to the new snack wraps.
Very cool. And, of course, there's always something in the McCafe. There's always a cool summer drink to experience as well.
Yeah, we have our $2 smoothies right now and frappes, smalls. And then we just started our s'mores McFlurry, which is very good. So, unfortunately.
Sometimes, the great... can we say border between you and the Western Avenue McDonald's? Your home office is right across the street.
Right.
So the Western Avenue traffic is the only thing keeping you from getting
Right.
McFlurry
That's
every
true.
day.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So,
Bit of a deterrent there. But you want to get it. Anything that we have missed you wanted to make sure people knew?
no, just again, next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, the 24th and 25th, we're going to be there. Every store in Chillicothe, Waverly, Circleville, and Greenfield. We'll be there from 9 to 5 doing some interviews. So, like I said, we'd love to talk to you, anyone that's interested in our management program, anyone that's interested maybe in our maintenance program. And, of course, we're always hiring for our crew people.
Yes.
So.
And, of course, keep in mind that you still do this on Wednesdays
Wednesday.
at every one of your stores as well.
Yeah.
So
From 2 to 5, yeah.
fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing today.
Well, thank you for having us.
Nice to see
Thank
you,
very
Amanda.
much. Nice to see you.
At 20 years, can't believe this has been that long. So she was just a little girl yesterday. Thank you so much for coming in and talking about McDonald's today. And thank you for watching as well. Remember, you can stop by any one of our McDonald's locations to get more details on this event coming up on the 24th and 25th of June. And Chillicothe, also Waverly, Circleville, and Greenfield. I'm Dan Ramey. Thanks for watching.